So here's everything you need to know about the Gogo Yubari skin. This is a brand new skin that was free. Well, no, I guess free if you purchased a ticket for select theaters and select promotions for Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, which will be coming out the following week that I am making this video. I was going to see this movie anyway, so when I was about to look for tickets, I then learned that if you went through, I went through Fandango. And if you went through Fandango, which the tickets weren't refundable, that was like the biggest problem. And I can kind of see why. But you would get a code on November 30th for Gogo Yubari in Fortnite. Very cool to see that. I don't know if that promotion is still going on right now. I would check, definitely check Fandango. And then if you select times for Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, it should tell you if it's still going on. And also, I think only select theaters will be doing it. So, the theater I was at has a large number of screens, so they were going to have this. Anyway, we do have this brand new skin right here. And I don't think it looks very bad at all. I'm seeing this movie because I don't remember a lot about it ever since I was younger and saw it. So I'm gonna have to be refreshed when I see it this week. Uh, but from the images I remember of this actress, the skin looks pretty much like her. Really not bad at all. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing when it comes to combos here. Um, it's just a Squirrel Girl outfit, man. I don't really know what else to tell you. I guess I have Wix Katana right now. There are a number of things I could do, and I don't know if this is character is going to be in the item shop and it's going to have. I'll just have this honestly. If she's going to have any kind of gear with her, pickaxe, back bling, whatever it may be. I don't think I have a chain mace type. This might be the closest thing I have. That's crazy. Glider. I don't know how important it's going to be right now, but I'll just select that for now. And then I'll go ahead and, if it will load, I'll show her off with kicks. I don't want a lot of kicks. You don't have to. Are they putting extra socks on top of her leg high socks? I don't think so. Sometimes they put like extra socks on these skins, depending on the shoe as well, I guess. And it's also depending on the skin. She already has these very long socks, so I don't think this is going to be a problem with compatibility with other shoes. Crocs will actually give you the best idea. I think there actually might be a little bit when it comes to the Crocs, but that might just be a Crocs thing, honestly. Sambas, I can't tell anything. Waveform walkers, I can't tell anything. I'm not worried about the contour right now because we are going to go into tester skin to take a look at this. The number one thing to keep in mind if you've already purchased a ticket and you're waiting for your redemption code, some people thought it was instant. It definitely wasn't. There were restrictions when you were purchasing tickets and you would, look up the promotion for this that would tell you that you would get this on the 30th of November, which made sense since the season hadn't start yet when this promotion was going on. So the big thing is it's 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got my email at 9:08 that time telling me that I now have my code to unlock this skin. It will, if you get the email, it will tell you how to do it. You just go to Fortnite's website or Epic Games website. And you could do it from the email as well. And then Fortnite.com/redeem, sign into your Epic Games account, enter the code that you have in your email, and then you have it. As the next time you load up the game, she will be in your locker. This code will expire. It will expire after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Christmas Eve. Or sorry, New Year's Eve, I should say. Not Christmas Eve, definitely. It's 12/31st, 25 is what I'm reading on this email. Once I brought it into Fortnite.com/redeem, sure enough, it gives me this screen that does say you are about to redeem Gogo Yubari, and then activate, and then it will tell you again Your code has been successfully redeemed. Log into Fortnite on your game device to use your reward. And I guess it doesn't really matter which device you're going to do it, because I have 3 different devices. I'm on Fortnite. I have Xbox, PlayStation, mobile, whatever, no matter what, it's probably going to carry over with your cross progression as soon as you load in, which is kind of a no-brainer there. Okay, now that we've loaded in, this big ol' mace is not gonna work out, man. We are gonna switch that up real quick. So I'm gonna go with the homegrown flail right now. A lot of you are probably thinking that makes no sense, but the reason why, there's 2 reasons. One, it's probably the closest thing I can get to like her weapon with this pickaxe here. I don't own everything in Fortnite, of course. I will test out something more normal like nunchucks or a katana in a second. But I think this is going to give you an idea if Gogo comes to the shop and she has extra gear. I think it's going to give you an idea of how like a chain mace would look with her. Because it's probably going to be done like this where it flails around. It's definitely not going to look like this, but this is my biggest guess. So this might look a little wonky since I'm in this 3rd-person box right here. But we're going to walk around with her a little bit, looking face forward. Not bad. The lighting's going to look a little, covering up her eyes a little bit, but really not bad. I kind of gave her a 360 already in the locker earlier, but walking around, you have a little bit of physics with the skirt. I don't know how sitting down is going to be. You have some physics with her hair a little bit, not a lot or anything. It is a little bit of a basic skin. There's really not much you're going to get out of it. It would be kind of a fun like a trio skin because we have the bride. If you logged in, you had Yuki, her sister. Now, if you had someone who has a Gogo skin, which I do, me and some friends can rock Kill Bill trios. So that's going to be nice. The whole outfit's not bad at all. We have some nice wrinkles and texturing. Like on the skirt, actually has some good texturing. A little bit of like some fabric texturing as well on her uniform coat. So that's pretty nice. That's what a swinging animation with a flail is going to look like. Of course, this is Ziggy, so it's going to have some unique stuff with the splash going on here. But again, this is probably, if she's going to come to the shop and if she's going to have some type of mace or flail, this is probably how it's going to look with her. I don't know what back bling she could come with. I could have gotten her like some type of other bag, so we could test out another combo in a second. I'm going to take a guess that if Gogo is going to come with a back bling, if she's going to come to the shop, it's going to be kind of similar to maybe like the OG backpacks, maybe something a little bit shorter, like the buckled bag here, or it could be a little bit bigger like the vintage backpack, and I think I'm going to stick with that for now. And I have the high stakes nunchucks going on right there. So let's take another look going on here. Actually, first of all, so I should probably take that contrail off in a second. I might test another glider out with her as well, but floating animation there. Let's test the glider. Not the best choice for her, but you get an idea of how the animation's going to go there. Let's get her out of that. Get her in third, if I can actually get in there. Get her in 3rd person. This is probably more like it. It'll probably be, I think Ziggy's pickaxe is very similar to really any nunchuck. So, the way that these are going, this is going to be very similar. I can only speculate, man. I don't have insider knowledge, but if she comes to the shop and has a pickaxe, it's probably going to be something like this. And, that type of animation, not too bad. This back bling is not the one I chose, but that's okay. Actually, I think I kind of prefer it being a little bit shorter. It does cover her hair. Is there space? I'm trying to look. I don't think I see a space. Her hair is covering up any kind of space. Yeah, pretty well, actually. So that's not too bad. Heading that. Let's check the splash for this. Well, that's just for that pickaxe. But you get an idea of, when you're in your normal perspective, how it's going to look if you're going to use a pickaxe like this. All right, let's hit a couple emotes. something like that. Oh wow, I didn't realize how big that's going to be there. Some emotes again. This time you're going to see it in third person. My understanding, she doesn't have any emotes associated with her at all. If she comes to the shop, maybe she would. Couldn't tell you. I'm just trying out a couple ones here. She has stuff that will work with her. There's a decent amount of stuff that's going to work with her just fine. Maybe not exactly with whatever weapon she could use, but you have some pretty good options for her. And of course, if you just want to be silly and stuff, it's really like, want to do party hips and just be silly. I mean, it's going to look fine. Pretty much anyone doing party hips is just going to be fine. If I have to give this skin any rating, and I think I'm going to be a little bit more generous, it's like a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad skin whatsoever. My big thing is if you wanted a free Fortnite skin and you were contemplating getting a $16 movie ticket, and then if you wanted to get your money's worth with that, seeing a 4.5 hour movie, that's really up to you, I guess. I was going to see it anyway. This, what, $16 or whatever, that might be, I mean, you're seeing two movies, but that's probably about how much she probably would be in the shop if she comes to the shop. Probably like 1,500 free bucks is definitely what I could see. And then they're probably going to sell stuff separately from her that they've been doing lately, like the separate back bling. And then she might have a bundle, but if you just want a free skin, and if you were seeing a movie and then you saw that promotion, if it's still going on and you're interested, of course, it's really up to you if you want to make that decision. Me personally, I don't regret that. The skin itself is not something that I would stress out trying to get a free code for. And as well as going online and seeing if anyone's reselling that code. That is crazy. I really don't agree with that. Honestly, just hit the V-Bucks, man, if it's going to come to the shop. I really don't see them, maybe not super soon bringing her to the shop, but I really don't see them never bringing her to the shop and then never giving her any items that work for her. So that's really just my opinion on that. Pretty good skin overall, though. I decided to, get this out as quick as I could. I just got this code, so I figured might as well try to do the video. Sorry if things were a little bit scatterbrained and jumbled. I'll try to do better next time if that's the case. But let me know if you want to see other skin showcases in the future. And yeah, see you guys later.